All right. Good evening, everybody. Late night crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here. Ready for some late night crypto talk. Learning education. It is Monday. I hope you guys had a great Monday and a good start off to your week. This is my official start off for getting things ready for the next 4 months to end this year out. We had Labor Day weekend, the weekend before this past, and then I was at the fair all this past weekend. So I haven't been able to get much work done the last 2 weeks. But today is kickoff. Sold a mining rig, signed up a new person in the business. Just right there, what, $600? So it's time to kick things off, and let's see who we have on. We've got Larry Parsons, Anthony Pinkston, Peggy Meredith, Patricia Davis, Linda Marquez, Sean Berry. Let's see, we've got Kathy Keene from Hawaii, Ron Ross, Jana Betancourt. I said Diana Townsend, Mary Richardson, Gerald Gardner, Muhammad Abdur Rahim, Stan Williams, Ray Fountain, Bouger, Eric White, Mr. Jairus Coleman. Who wants to walk off their job in 1 year? Anybody says no to that is crazy. Get off my Facebook Live. I can't have broke-minded energy around me. We're here because we want to make some money, right? You want to stay broke. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be dispensing financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Number 3, always get your return on investments. And number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What vehicle are you using? Take action. Stay focused and do not get distracted. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm saving that answer for the end. Can KGX training and all we have to offer retire you from your job in 1 year? 1 year? Hell, I say 6 months or less. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's go over, I want to go up. This is big news here. The Bitcoin Lightning Network. 4,000 merchants gain access to the Lightning Network. As someone who has been skeptical, and they're a close friend of mine, and always telling me that, you know, this Bitcoin stuff ain't going to go nowhere because they're not seeing it and whatnot. And I'm like, this is one revolution that's not being televised. It's not even being reported on. Because the entire blockchain and distributed ledger is being built underneath your feet. You can't see it. Merchants, banks, governments, record keeping. You don't see that in your day-to-day life. All of that is being built underneath you. And you're not going to figure it out until your boss calls you in the office talking about we're now paying everybody in Bitcoin. You know, whoa, how'd that happen? So, here's another example of the blockchain being built behind the scenes. Over 4,000 merchants gain access to the Lightning Network. Gateway network CoinGate is making access to the Lightning Network easier. In an announcement found on their blog, CoinGate states that over 4,000 of its clients can now make use of the Lightning Network. CoinGate provides a service that bridges the gap between digital assets and merchants. It gives merchants a means to accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and over 50 various altcoins. Those choosing to accept these digital assets as form of payment also have the ability to cash out their digital assets as euros, US dollars, or Bitcoin. See, people tell me all the time, Brandon, how do I buy Bitcoin? Brandon, how do I change it into money? How can I sell Bitcoin? How can I pull it out? Here is another great example of that, and someone that just asked to be a friend of mine. Hold on, let me tell her to hop on my live. No problem. Hop on my Facebook Live right now. All right. Sue from Australia. I like that. Melbourne, Australia. So, TechCrunch presence. CoinGate has decided to take part in both the TechCrunch Disrupt Conference and the Litecoin Summit of 2018. They wasted no time at TechCrunch in making their announcement. For the over 4,000 merchants that actively accept BTC via the CoinGate gateway, no action is needed on their part. They will receive immediate access to the benefits that the Lightning Network affords as of September 5th. With this announcement, they will have a tough time topping themselves at the upcoming Litecoin Summit later this month. Don't doubt CoinGate in doing just that. Speaking on the viability of small transactions, CoinGate CEO commented, "We were pleasantly surprised when we came across tweets of our Lightning Network implementation at the Cash Bar in Oslo. You may have heard critics claiming you can't buy coffee with Bitcoin. Well, we're not sure about coffee, but buying beer with Bitcoin within a second for zero fees is definitely possible in Oslo." Although the amount of merchants gaining access to the Lightning Network number is in the thousands, below are a few of note. Okay, Chrono Swiss and Louis Chevrolet, mmago.com, which is online gaming store, BitLaunch hosting service, Live Jasmine adult entertainment, and ManyVids adult entertainment. Am I even surprised? You know, the only thing that surprises me is that they weren't listed first. Of course, the adult entertainment industry is going to be all over this. Look for the number of merchants using their service to grow even larger now that Lightning Network is activated. The CoinGate service now becomes much more appealing to companies dealing in small transactions as Bitcoin becomes much more viable payment method. This announcement comes months after the initial pilot program was launched. Upon launch of the pilot in May, CoinGate warned users of potential issues. These days have passed, however. With the testing phase and overwhelming success, access to the second layer protocol is now easier than ever. This progress is possible due to 100 participating members that believed in what the pilot was trying to achieve. In a statement speaking on the vision of CoinGate, Borisinka commented, "CoinGate takes every opportunity to innovate and offer cutting-edge solutions to our users. We are keen believers in cryptocurrencies as a way to transact globally And the Lightning Network, although still a fresh new technology, fits exactly in our vision of what Bitcoin should be in the future. With the continued success of programs such as this, the future of Lightning Network looks brighter every day. It is looking to increasingly likely that the Lightning Network truly will deliver on its promise for near-instant transactions and nearly non-existent fees. I think that's absolutely fantastic. The only thing I disagree with is that Bitcoin is going to be used. So what I do like is that they are instituting other coins besides Bitcoin. Litecoin, Ethereum, and 50 various other altcoins. I don't think people are going to be using their Bitcoin like that. But they can use Litecoin and all the others. So that's huge news as far as the overall acceptance and the foundation for massive growth. Scalability is being implemented. All right, next article up. And I find this one very interesting. How many times do I say, never listen to what people say, follow what people do? Jamie Dimon, and I shared that this morning with Chase Morgan, JP Morgan, that is one of the major firms behind implementing blockchain technology in Australia. A year ago, the CEO was talking about it's nothing but a scam. And then 2 days later bought up the most Bitcoin assets in the world. Don't listen to what they say. 2014, Bill Gates said Bitcoin can't be stopped. This year, all he's been doing is running around with Warren Buffett, blasting Bitcoin and crypto. Blasting it. And so I always, when I see that happening, I'm like, why? What agenda do you have? What are you preparing for? Because you would think somebody like Bill Gates would be all over this crypto stuff. He's part of the reason why it's available. It's even here to begin with. One of the pioneers of launching the internet. You think, but I don't need to think. I know he already is. He understands this Bitcoin and blockchain stuff probably better than 99% of the people on the planet. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's part of the group that is part of Satoshi Nakamoto. So, why all of a sudden the last 6-7 months he's running his mouth against Bitcoin and crypto? Well, what is the competitor of Bitcoin, kind of? What is the one thing that the institutions like, the coin they like? Ripple. Here we have an announcement, even though it's 2 months old, it's just crossed my desk. Foundation of Bill Gates and Ripple stand together for unbanked. Hold the phone for a second. The entire premise, the entire idea of Bitcoin is that people who don't have access to bank accounts have access to generating wealth. 2 billion unbanked people around the world. That's the entire point of the whole blockchain. He's been running his mouth against it all freaking year. And now all of a sudden, oh yeah, we want to stand together for the unbanked. Really? As long as it's with something that you control. Isn't that right, Bill Gates? So you think about that. He doesn't control Bitcoin. But he definitely can control Ripple. Let's read the article. Ever since the inception of Ripple in the market, it has been doing exceptionally well. Ripple has created great projects that stand to benefit not just the crypto market alone, but the world at large. Okay, here's a hint. You might want to invest in some freaking Ripple. I'm not giving you advice on that. I'm just saying, if you've got the Bill Gates Foundation behind it, and they want to bring this to all their African stuff they're doing, I don't know. You might want to get your hands on some Ripple. I actually had sold my Ripple to buy another mining rig, but with the profits, I'm going to buy more Ripple. So anyways, within a short period, Ripple has stamped its position as one of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world, and every day it is bagging lots of partnerships in the fintech industry. Late last year, 2017, it bagged a mega partnership with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates Foundation is an organization that is poised to improve the standard of people in developing countries. In the quest to improve the standard of living of people and the economy of developing countries around the world, the Gates Foundation partnered with Ripple to release an open source blockchain software called Moja Loop for the unbanked people on October 16th, 2017. How did I miss that? I wonder, did that make major news? Because I was reporting on stuff and I don't remember hearing about the Gates Foundation and Ripple. But again, you know, I mean, there's so much news out there. This is why I do 2 crypto talks a day. I can't keep up with everything. I'm bound to miss something. According to the World Bank, there are 2 billion people in the world who don't have access to bank accounts. Due to the rate of unbanked people in the world, the Gates Foundation decided to use Ripple's blockchain technology to create Moja Loop, a software that aims to establish an interoperability layer between payment providers and financial companies for the unbanked people. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with Ripple leading the way on it, though. Furthermore, the Interledger protocol was produced by Ripple, and it is used for transactions between institutions that offer financial services. It is necessary to know that Moja Loop is a result of Ripple's Level 1 project. For 2 years, the Gates Foundation noted the use of this technology, particularly its ability to bridge the disengaged systems of finance. Okay, that's the end of this article, but I got to state something. Oh, wait, no, it's not the end of the article. All right, let me finish that, then I'm going to state something here. The Foundation's Deputy Director of Financial Services said, interoperability of digital payments has been the toughest hurdle for the financial services industry to overcome. With Moja Loop, our technology partners have finally achieved a solution that can apply to any service, and we invite banks and the payments industry to explore and test this tool. With Moja Loop, anyone can transfer funds to accounts, and not just for people who are banking with a precise financial institution. To foster the growth of an economy, Moja Loop can be used to connect with banking institutions, customers, bank merchants, and so on. This interconnection will also enable easy transactions between different people in a particular economy. Additionally, Moja Loop is free to use, and the Foundation, including Ripple, is encouraging developers to make use of the software to enhance the adaptation of services. With the financial support, you see that right there? That's a key word right there. With the financial support from the Gates Foundation, Modus Box Software Group and Cross Lake Technologies collaborated with Ripple to develop Moja Loop. So how does this partnership benefit Ripple? Ripple's partnership with the Gates Foundation is excellent not only for it alone, but for other blockchain startups in the crypto market as well. The Gates Foundation is a reputable organization that solves global problems. The Gates family owns the foundation, and it can take blockchain apps to the next level. At the time of writing this article, Ripple is priced at 48 cents after it rose by 5.48% in the last 24 hours. Ripple is a futuristic company, and more of these partnerships will put Ripple and other cryptocurrencies into the mainstream. Good for all, great for Ripple. Hold up. I mean, if you're educated, you would have caught what I just caught right now. Ripple is a futuristic company. Stop. Bitcoin is not a company. Cryptocurrency is not a company. Is not a government. Nobody controls it. Ripple, and this is why there's debate in the industry where they want you to separate the coin XRP from the name Ripple. Why is Bill Gates backing Ripple? Because it can be controlled. Yesterday, I did a Facebook Live from the fair, and I got interrupted a couple of times because we, had to help set some stuff up. But I called it the River of Money. And I said, why is it that the wealthy, no matter what the economy is doing, whether it's good or bad or changes or adapts or goes through revolutions, the wealthy continue to remain wealthy? And the reason why is because not only do they have bigger fishing nets, they have boats in the middle of the river. And when the river starts to change course, from their point of view, they just pull up anchor and float with the river no matter which direction it goes. The rest of us, we're sitting on the banks of the river. We don't even have a boat. We have a fishing pole, and we're fishing for fish in the form of money in a dried up riverbed. And you might find a little puddle over here, and you got everybody fighting over this little freaking puddle when the wealthy is floating with the river in another direction. So you've got Bill Gates running his mouth against Bitcoin all year. One of the richest men on the planet. And he's going to stay that way. Why? Because he is not just a little bit invested. He is heavily invested in the crypto space. You're only hearing about Ripple. What other things is he invested in that we don't know about? How many Bitcoins has he hoarded that we don't even know about? You think Warren Buffett ain't also in on this? The top 10 richest people in the world, you don't think they're in on this? This is a wake-up call. At the end of the day, when all of this comes to pass, Bill Gates will still be one of the richest men in the world, deeply into crypto, wearing a Ripple t-shirt all day long. And you're going to be talking about, is a Bitcoin ATM real? All right. Last question, and Jeremy shot me a message. I think Ray Fountain asked him this question. And before I get into this, I want to make a disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice, nor is anything that I say a guarantee or a stamp of 100% approval that this is what's going to happen. All right? I want to make that point very clear. But the question is, the company that I represent, Kryptogenex, is it possible that if you invest with Kryptogenex, more specifically one GreenX mining rig, and you follow the teachings of Kryptogenex, is it possible to retire 1 year from now from your job? Well, that's an open-ended question because it's not going to be the same for everybody. What does retirement mean? Does retirement mean that you're able to replace the amount of income that you're earning on your job? If that is the case, then you've got some people that earn $30,000 a year. You have some people that earn $300,000 a year. My answer is, no matter how much you're earning on your job right now, yes, you can retire off your job if you follow the education and apply it from Kryptogenex within 12 months. And there's multiple ways of doing this. This can be done without ever recruiting anybody. This can also be done by taking advantage of the affiliate side. This can be done by taking advantage of both. I call it the hustle and the investment side. The ultimate goal, though, is the residual income aspect of it, the passive income. And I got to talk to the Mike Boggs and the lawyers. I need another word to use besides passive income. I can't use that word. But I'm not giving a Kryptogenex presentation right now, so I'm saying whatever I want right now. But the ability to let your money work for you, so regardless of if you get out of bed or not, you're still getting paid every single day. If you decide to go on a vacation and be on the beach for 6 months and come back, you're still getting paid every single day. Is that possible with Kryptogenex? Yes. All right. Let me give another shorter version because I don't have slides in front of me. I don't have, I'm not standing in front of a room with a whiteboard. But here's a couple of things. Number one, you need to invest $300 in your education. Invest $300 in your crypto education. And Kathy, I don't really like using the word residual too much because that implies network marketing. that implies that somebody's got to be on auto ship, or you need to have an organization of people on auto ship every single month to get residual income. You know, in the entertainment industry, they use royalties. But what is the term and word that is used in, I know, it's used dividends. That's used in the stock market. They call it dividends. And I can't use that word either. I guess residual's kind of the closest. So I'll go with residual for now, but we're in Bitcoin, baby. I got to use something a little bit more, as Bouger would say, more cool. We got to be sexy here. We got to make it cool for the young kids. So, I'll use residual income for now. Invest $300 in your education. The education part is, it is priceless. You can't put a price. And so what I'm doing now is I'm not speaking on speculation. I'm speaking on fact and experience. Why? I'm qualified to speak on this. What makes you qualified to speak on this, Brandon Ivey? Bitcoin Brandon, who the heck are you? Well, one, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I don't have a boss. I am retired. I've been retired since 2012. I've been able to even shift industries in my retirement and remain retired. So I shifted into the crypto space and I'm still retired. So since I live off of Bitcoin, I'm retired because of this, Kryptogenex is keeping me retired, then I am eligible to speak on it. I don't need to be flat. I don't need to stand in front of a big house showing off my Bitcoin mobile. You know, I don't need to do all that. That's not even my style. You know, flashing money and all that. But I am qualified to speak on this because I've done it. So, first thing is, once I got educated in the crypto space and I began to invest August 2017, I had a goal, and my personal goal was to earn an extra $30,000 between September 1st and December 31st. That was my goal. I said, if I can earn an extra $30,000, which came out to what, $7,000 a month? That was my goal. What ended up happening was I ended up making far more than that. And I cannot disclose that because, again, this ain't network marketing. I don't need to, you know, show the hype on that. This is crypto, and I ain't trying to get kidnapped by nobody. But I made far more than my goal. And that was without Kryptogenex. That was with just the education that I had, and I knew how to move in the space. I took advantage of one business opportunity, and I had one major investment that popped off for me. I also had a couple of failures along the way. I lost about 40 grand of investments and $2,000 a day in income, but I made far more than that. So at the end, you know, at the end of your balance sheet, I was still in the green or the blue or the black, even though I lost some money. So I'm careful on how I'm leading this somewhere. So I took advantage of one business opportunity and one major investment. And that major investment, you know what? I don't know if you can call it a major investment because I only spent $750 and made off of that investment more money than most people make in a year on a job. Because I've learned something in the crypto space. There's 2, maybe 3 opportunities a year that the individual, if you find anybody that's making a whole lot of money in Bitcoin and crypto, they'll tell you there's probably 2 or 3 things that they took advantage of that year that was a home run for them. There might be 15 or 20 more that were not, but 2 or 3 of them that just knocked it out the park. And I took advantage of one last year, and I was smart with it. This year, in 2018, what am I taking advantage of this year? Because all of my focus all year has been on Kryptogenex and its development. even at the expense of, I probably, short term, I would have made a lot more money doing something different. Long term, because of Kryptogenex, there's nothing that's going to make me more money than what Kryptogenex is going to do for me. Long term. So, I sacrifice. And most people don't understand that word. They don't understand that you got to put down the foundation. What you do today, you're going to see the results of 2 or 3 years from now in big time. They want that instant gratification. But the instant gratification still ain't bad. I'm still retired. I made a boatload of money the last couple of months. Bought another car. So it ain't nobody struggling. But we're building the foundation for something huge. So 2018, I'm taking advantage of one business opportunity and one major investment, just like I did in 2017. That one business opportunity in 2018 is Kryptogenex. That one major investment is GreenX. So if it duplicates exactly like what happened in 2017, then I'm going to make a whole lot of money, at least 6 figures or more. I believe that this business opportunity and this one investment is far bigger than what I did in 2017, which means what I did in 2017, I'm going to triple here because of this. There is only one thing that can derail my plans and goals. And it's one thing that I don't have control over, and it's the one thing that I hate. But I have faith that the owners can keep the wheels on the bus. That's all they got to do. And then get out the way. Let us do the rest. But what we have created here, we sit on a freaking gold mine. Gold mine. We're talking a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm looking 5, 10 years down the road with what we're creating right now, and the talent that we have on board, and the talent that is about to come on board. So if you take advantage of the education, which is priceless, that is going to allow you to be able, when you're doing your own private investments out there, to be able to see the good from the bad, and it will even allow you to make a profit if you happen to be in a bad deal. You can still make a profit, you knowing when to pull out, when to stay in. If you take advantage of the affiliate side, which you should do, because everybody needs to know this information. Everybody needs to know about cryptocurrency. Everybody needs to know how to get positioned. They don't know. I love the team that just came on board that's part of Diana Townsend's group. They never heard of Bitcoin and crypto until maybe a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago. It is our job to share this with as many people as possible. Not because you want to get them in so you can get rich. It's more for your sanity because you're already in. That you can sleep at night, so when you're living your dreams, they can't come to you talking about, why didn't you tell me about this 2 years ago? You knew I was struggling. Why didn't you share this with me? I did. You said no. At least give them the opportunity to say no. Give them that opportunity. Your job is done at that point. You can drag a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. This is one thing I try to teach my leaders. One thing is, I'm always a top producer in everything that I do, but I'm not a recruiter. What? What do you mean you're not a recruiter? You will never. Everybody that has signed up with me, you never saw me go to your inbox, dropping you a link talking about, you got to check this company out. You got to sign up and make some money with me. You got to get in with me. I don't think I have ever done anything like that in over 10 years. Yet, still become the #1 recruiter There's a way. By being plugged into the system, we teach you this. We teach you how. I signed up somebody today that I never spoke to before. But he's been following me. He signed up today. He paid his money. He's excited. He's ready to go. Half of you guys just got spillover. Half of you just made money off of me doing some work, and I didn't do any work. So anyways, let me get back on point. Taking advantage of the affiliate program. Not that you can make money to live on, so that you can make enough money to invest with. My only Achilles heel, and I'm always 100% transparent. I ain't that, I gotta give everybody only the good. I share the good, the bad, the ugly, how it is. I'm not a hype guy. I tell it like it is. The only disadvantage that I have is I am full-time and I'm living off of what I do, which is taking money away from what I could be using to invest. My solution is make more. Make more. So I have my foundation of what I'm living off of, and I have my budget on what I am investing with. My Vegas money. So since we are at the beginning stages right now, personally I'm not quite there yet. And I'll need some other leaders that's going to step up that I can do that. So I'm taking a big sacrifice right now because I believe in what we're doing long term. And you know that old saying, if you build it, they will come. I believe in that because I've done it before. So you take advantage of the affiliate. Here's how, if you make $50,000 a year or less, and you want to walk off your job in 1 year, let me tell you how you can make $50,000 in the next 12 months. Are you ready for this? You want to be able to make an extra $50,000 in the next 12 months. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. And you're taking advantage of the affiliate side. This is a no-brainer. You ain't got to be an expert on Bitcoin. You don't have to stand in front of the stage doing presentations and all that. Here's all you do. You share with 3 people the power of Kryptogenex education in the crypto space. $300 each. Number 1, you just made your investment back. So now you've eliminated your risk. You're not losing anything. The next thing you do is you teach those 3 people to my rule number 3, always get your return on investment back. You can't handle or control when they're going to go through the crypto education, what they learn, and how they decide to implement it, because everybody's different and everybody's on a different time schedule. You can't control, once they've got the education, what they do with it. All you can do is give them the education. That's all you're focusing on. But you teach them, you invested money in the crypto space. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back ASAP. Teach them how to sell it to 3 more people. And you teach them to do the same with their 3 people. But let's say it takes you 30 days to get your first 3. 30 days. A whole month. And then the next month, it takes them a whole month to get their first 3. And then the next month, it takes them a whole month to get their first 3. This goes on for 12 months. At the end of 12 months, based on our compensation plan, at $25 for every 3 points, you would have made $50,000. Imagine if we still have the fork, and I officially endorse that we keep the fork going. Right now, it's going to end at the end of this month. But let's say we still have the fork, and you decide to at least, do 1 sell a week. And you might get at least double that, $50. You just made $100,000 in 12 months. Now, how can I know this? Because numbers are perfect, people are not. It's not going to work out perfectly. That $50,000 number is not based on 3 getting 3. It's based on 2 getting 2. So what happens if 50% actually do get 3? I never make my minimums my maximums. I know not everybody's going to get 3. So you always aim a little bit higher. And you always under promise. So it's really 2 getting 2 for 12 months is $50,000. But if you have everybody focusing on getting 3 and somebody falls short, you're still going to get that $50,000. That is just taking advantage of the Kryptonary. That has nothing to do with your $100 bonus for every person you personally refer. I hope you're taking notes here. I'm doing something that I normally only do privately, because there was a great question that was asked by Ray Fountain. And we are getting ready to put together our New Year's resolution. What? Brandon, it's only September. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Here's another thing. The money that you're making, you turn around and you invest it. And this is something that I cannot guarantee. GreenX. We're most excited about it, but I cannot guarantee. When I'm able to see some more numbers, then I'm going to have a more specific game plan. But right now I have to be very broad with it because I don't know. I'm only going off of history, what I've seen happen in the past, what I know is going to happen with green energy in the future, and how GreenX is perfectly positioned for it. So this is what I'm going off of. So you take your money that you've earned off of your hustle, and you invest in it, and you buy yourself a GreenX mining rig. And that GreenX mining rig, we already know 12.5 billion coins must be mined by December of this year. There's probably around 3,000 machines active right now. There might be maybe 5,000 to 10,000 by the end of the year. I don't know. I think once the marketing hits and this thing goes crazy, might be 10,000 machines by the end of this year. But if you do that math and you break it down, and the coin hits one coin hits the exchange at just 1 penny, you do the math on what do you think each machine is going to be worth, especially in the early days, the early stages. But then that coin starts to appreciate in value, and it goes from 1 cent to 10 cents to 50 cents a coin. A good indicator of the rise of the coin is by the rise of the coin market cap itself. If coin market cap goes the way it was in December to almost $1 trillion, that's when Ripple got all the way over $3 per coin. All the coins on the coin market cap rise by default. If hype alone and the excitement over green and a new coin hitting the market is going to skyrocket that coin. There was an ICO last year of a BS coin that I knew wasn't going to go nowhere, but I know people that made $40,000 to $80,000 off of it in 30 days. How? Because the hype of it, we hit the market at $1, and the sucker shot all the way up to $70 within 30 to 60 days. And then it came crashing down. And those that were smart sold between the $50 to $60 range. Even those that sold between the $15 to $20 range made a freaking killing. And it came crashing right down. Green, however, I don't see coming crashing back down. I only see it getting more popular. It's creating its own blockchain. It's doing something brand new called proof of power. And not only is it going to be able to power its own blockchain, it'll be able to power the Bitcoin blockchain. You remember the article I read the other day? About one of the biggest problems facing the cryptocurrency growth and scalability is power consumption. And there's going to be a need to solve it. And that's why green is here. That's why Walmart tried to get a patent for it. You've got other companies out there that's also in this space trying to do the same thing. And it's because of that is why I believe green X is going to explode. The only thing that can derail green X, again, that's not in our control, comes down to the people behind GreenX fouling it up some kind of way. That's the only way. They can screw it. They screwing it up their own way. That's the only way. Other than that, we're sitting on another gold mine there. So one machine, it's not that can this one machine retire me. It's not. It doesn't work that way. The machine is churning out coins every single month. It's what you decide to do and how you decide to invest those coins is what can retire you. You can use those coins to live off of. You can use those coins to invest in other things. You can use those coins to buy more mining rigs. You can use those coins and hold on it and maybe sit on it for 2 or 3 years. And next thing you know, the coin might be worth $1 or $2. Who knows? If it hits $2 a coin, we're talking about GreenX multi-millionaires. It don't even need to hit 50 cents and we're going to have GreenX millionaires. We'll have GreenX millionaires at 10 cents. That's all I'm saying. So, for those of you who's looking at setting your goals, can Kryptogenex retire me in 12 months? Kryptogenex can retire you in 3 months. It's all a matter of how much money do you need and you'll feel comfortable with retiring. And as a note, here's something that I was always taught by my mentors. Never walk off your job until you have at least a year's worth of money in the bank that you can pay all of your bills for a year if you don't have any income coming in. So because some people, it might take them a year to get back on their feet if things go wrong. You got to prepare for that. We're not kumbaya here. There's things that can happen that you cannot predict. So you got to be prepared for that. So if things go off the rails, can you still survive? Here's one thing that I know. Once you learn certain skill sets and you're in the crypto space, you're 60 days away from a turnaround no matter what. No matter what you do, you're only 60 days from 0 to 5 figures a month. I know how to do it. I've done it multiple times. So those of you that's just getting started with us in September, you can be from 0 to $10,000 a month by November 1st. Based on what we're teaching in Kryptogenex. The bottom line is, are you willing to put in the work? See, the difference between me and the jokers out there talking about, oh, I guarantee you 1% a day, 2% a day. You don't have to do any work. We've got passive income coming on over here, guys. I don't know about that crypto education stuff. We got a shortcut. I'm telling you right now. Here's a quick way. You want to make $5,000 this month? $5,000 this month. Personally enroll 20 people and have 100 people join your team. Or sell 2 to 3 mining rigs a week. Combination of both. You want to make $5,000 this month? There you go. And then you know what happens? You want to make 15 grand in October? You teach those 100 people to make their money back and get three sales in the month of October. I mean, there is no secret sauce to this. I believe in the Holton Bugs mentality. Because I said over the course of 12 months, why am I going to wait 30 days to get my first 3 sales when I can do it in 1 week? And I can teach my people to do it in their first weekend. If you're serious, you want to walk off your job, why are you playing? You spend 40 to 60 hours a week on a 9-to-5 job doing BS work for somebody else to make enough money that you can barely afford to pay your bills. You can't tell me you're not willing to put in the work to get 3 sales in 1 week? And you teach them to do the same thing as like Les Brown said. You got to be hungry. Who's hungry for it? So instead of 12 months, why don't we do 12 weeks? How would you like to make $50,000 in 12 weeks? What? Is that possible? Yes, I did it. I got co-owner on the company right now that knows how much money I've made in Kryptogenex. I did it in 12 weeks. I did it in less than 12 weeks. Kathy, am I lying? We're only 3.5 months in pre-launch. I've made more than $50,000. And I did it in a time without the crypto rhythm, without the bot. So, who wants it? Are you hungry? Are you ready to go to work? It ain't guaranteed. But you have to put your head down and be willing to go to work for it. And here we are, Monday, September, what's today's, September 10th. Oh, wow. Tomorrow's 9/11. And not only is it's literally Tuesday, because 9/11 happened on a Tuesday. Wow. Take some time to reflect on that. I came back from an ACN convention in Chicago the day before. I remember I came back on Monday, September 10th. ACN, was it Chicago or was it Columbus, Ohio? Somewhere. All I knew was I was cold. And just flew back in town. September 11th, 2001. And I remember that morning I dropped my dad off. Wow. Anyways, tomorrow is September 11th. What are you going to do? What are you preparing for your business? Are you willing to work for it? I haven't put my foot on the gas just yet. But when I do, it's game over. We are here to make 6 figures a month and then 7 figures a month. If they can do it selling lotions, potions, and creams and weight loss products and coffee and skincare, what do you think you can do in the crypto space? More than half of all network marketing companies are selling weight loss. And they're fighting over a $40 billion industry. Our industry right now is $200 billion and growing. There's far more money on the table in crypto. Who wants it? Or are you just going to make excuses? So, to answer your question, can you retire in 1 year based off of getting a mining rig and following what Kryptogenex teaches? Without me guaranteeing you, yes, it's possible. It's not probable for most because most people won't be willing to put in the work. But I say you can do it in 6 months. I say you can do it in 3. Without even buying a mining rig. So with that, I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that is the point. And I will be doing more talks like this, but I'm going to probably be doing it in our paid members only group in Kryptogenex because I need to know who's serious. I'm not giving out free information out there. No, we want to get paid. And I want to work with people who's willing to put in the work, put your money where your mouth is, and let's make it happen. Diana Townsend. There is no reason why by the end of this year, Diana Townsend shouldn't be putting in $40,000, $50,000 a month. No reason at all. Our comp plan, we can get you at $50,000 a week, just off the Kryptonary. Kathy, I'm ready to run. Let's make this happen, everybody. So I hope you learned something new. As always, that is the point. I will be back with tomorrow morning, early morning crypto talk. Let's get paid. Get yourselves your mining rigs. Get on them. Here's another thing, and I will say this, as far as risk. Even if GreenX don't do what they say they can do, you own a mining rig that you can use to mine any... Oh, I don't know I was supposed to say that just yet. Shut up, Brandon. You're talking too much. You're saying too much. I'll put it this way. You own an asset. You own a machine. Okay. I'm running my mouth too much. All right, let me cut it off there. Let's go to work. Let's keep it simple. Who wants to make some money? Make $5,000 this month. And all of you who already have your 3, you already got your 3 sales. Please shoot me an email. I'm still waiting on yours, Diana. Shoot me your picture. I'm going to make you your own promo video. So you want your own promo video? Shoot me, if you've got your 3 sales done and you made your money back, then send me an email with your website and your picture, and you're going to get your own promo video. Get you going out there. Hashtag Bitcoin Takeover. We're about to start a movement. As Bouget says, we're about to make this fun. And when people making money, oh, it gets fun real quick. All right, everybody, have a good evening. God bless. Bye-bye.
Kryptogenex.